time you got a raise.
For the men and women we elect to the state legislature, it's been 15 years, but now a rumor going around the state is that some lawmakers want to vote for a pay raise after the November election. In
an exclusive New York State Exposed report, we think you ought to know how much they might make right now, but including all the money on top of their salaries, because it's your tax dollars. Tonight, Berkeley Breen exposes our lawmakers' perks of the job. Berkeley.
Hey, Scott, there are all kinds of people who get extra pay for extra work, and they enjoy certain financial benefits to their job. But they don't get paid by your tax money. These guys do.
Mr. Speaker.
150 state assemblymen and women, 63 senators, all make more than $79,000 a year. That's $15,000 above the median salary in Monroe County, more than $20,000 above the state average. And that doesn't include the extra money they get. The gas and the mileage they use to get to Albany and back home, they write that off. And every single state lawmaker gets a $171 daily allowance when they're in Albany. It's called a per diem. $61 for food, $111 for housing.
I stay at the Ramada on Waterville Road.
A lot of lawmakers, like Senator Ted O'Brien, stay at hotels when they're in session. And the rules say what they don't spend on housing and food, they can keep tax-free.
I try to be very careful about use of the per diems. I just go down, if we start in session on a Monday, I drive down Monday morning. I don't go down Sunday night because I can get there if I get up early and go.
But lawmakers get more than just their salary and per diems. They get extra pay for special assignments. Assembly Majority Leader Joe Morelli of Irondequoit gets another $34,000 a year. Assembly Minority Leader Brian Kolb of Canandaigua gets the same bonus. If you're the ranking member of a committee, like Senator O'Brien or Fairport Assemblyman Mark Johns, you get another $9,000 a year.
I get paid $88,000 a year for what I do, and I consider that pretty good pay, considering that they're part-time jobs, even though, as I said, I work it as a full-time job.
The chairman of a committee, like Republican Senator Joe Robach, gets another $15,000 a year.
Certainly, I'm getting paid enough where I've been able to educate and support my family, and now I just want to do the job.
So how does this compare to people who do the same job in other states? Lawmakers in Massachusetts make $61,000 a year. Their per diem is $10 to $100, depending on how far they live from the capital. New Jersey, $49,000 a year with no per diem. In Pennsylvania, it's $82,000 a year with a $159 daily allowance. California lawmakers get paid $95,000 a year and $141 extra dollars a day in session. The difference here, the jobs in California and Pennsylvania are considered full-time. The job in New York is part-time.
I'm a taxpayer and I'm frustrated.
Tim Hoffer is the executive director of the Empire Center in New York, a taxpayer watchdog. Hoffer does not object to the fact that state lawmakers get extra pay for extra work, but he says the job should be full-time.
If we're going to pay these guys $100,000, then they should be working for the taxpayers full-time.
But ask any of our local lawmakers, and they'll tell you they do the job full-time, and for most, it's their only source of income.
We work hard, and it, of course, represents a lot of time away from my young family and so on. So I think it's for me, it's been reasonable.
As a matter of fact, I think it's such an honor and privilege to have the job that I think you owe full-time work.
So lawmakers in California make the most. New York's in the top 3. Who makes the least? The legislators in New Mexico get zero salary. They do get some per diem money.